Good afternoon. Welcome to the 10th annual 5th grade honor choir. You are, yes indeed, let's hear it. You are in great shape. My name is Jan Jacobson. I'm the Director of Gifted Education, AP Coordinator, and Fine Arts Coordinator. And it is my absolute privilege and pleasure to work with the fine arts people here in Houston County. We are so fortunate that we have a Board of Education and a superintendent who support the fine arts. And in fact, it goes all the way to the state superintendent, Richard Woods. He was a high school social studies teacher once upon a time. And he said, he was reporting to us that when he was teaching, he didn't know any better. He just taught with fine arts integration. So his kids were always singing and dancing, and they learned well. So he helped to fill a position that was vacant at the state. For 24 years, the fine arts specialist at the state level was filled after a 24-year gap. But in that time, Houston County has kept up its support for fine arts, and for that we are very grateful. Yes, let's hear it. Recently, the state has been tough because we take a lot of our leads from the state Department of Education, of course, who take their lead from the federal government in many cases. But they recently have had a big push for the whole child, because we are not just a student of social studies or math or English. We are, in fact, whole children and whole adults. So they talk to the education of the whole child, and that means academics, social, emotional. The mental health nowadays is becoming much more of a topic, as it needs to be. They talk about the physical, and we're so grateful that fine arts is included with that. Also want to give a shout out to Southside Baptist. Thank you, Pastor Jerry, for letting us use the Southside. And without further ado, we do have a few people I would love to introduce you to who are housed sometimes over at the Essential Office, and that is one of our board members here, Rick Unruh. Rick, could you just say hello? I love you. Go ahead, wave to everybody. Because Rick is, I should say Dr. Unruh is a former chorus director himself, so he never misses a show like this. I'd like to introduce you to Dr. Mark Scott, who is our superintendent of schools. And with us today also is we have Dr. Eric Payne, who is our assistant superintendent for teaching and learning. And we also have Ms. Lasagna Frierson, who is the executive director for elementary. And if you are an educator, some sort of director for the fine arts in Houston County, could you please stand and be recognized? Come on, stand up. Wonderful, thank you so much. Emily Williams Birch is our conductor for today, and you can tell that she has lots of energy, and the kids respond to her very well. Bear with me for just a moment and look inside of your program if you don't mind, because I'm going to read just those first couple of sentences that explain about this amazing individual. Emily Williams Birch is the founder and artistic director of Rise Chorals, a youth community choir with a mission that seeks to revolutionize the choral music experience through singing excellence and music literacy, while also providing a place for singers to develop and enhance their musical talent and establish and nurture relationships. We're very happy to have her with us today. I'll give you just a little glimpse into the Department of Education here in Houston County, because we talk about those things too, all the time, every day. Literacy and the value of building relationships between teachers and students and faculty. Those are important issues nowadays. Marlo Gardno, let me recognize her because she is the accompanist today. And she, I have to tell you this, she's a music teacher, but she was awarded with the STEM Award not too long ago because of that crossover. Isn't that a good example of that? Thank you. Sue McDonald, where are you? There you are, stand and be recognized, please. She's our president of the music teachers. And I think I have done my due diligence. It's been a pleasure to chat with you. I would like to introduce you now to Faye Boyer, the legendary Faye Boyer. Come on out. You're in for a treat. I hope you enjoy the event.
Thank you. And we are so appreciative to Dr. Jan Jacobson, our fearless leader. Give her a hand. I'm honored to say that because as I travel the state of Georgia representing Houston County, I can tell you that fine arts, music, is alive and well in Houston County. When I go to those places, I'm so happy to say that we do have the support of our leadership. But also, I get to hear some feedback when I recently went to Dr. Richard Wood's office, and I went to see Jessica Booth at the state office, and I was so excited because as soon as I introduced myself, it was as if they already knew who I was because they know what you do. If you are a parent of the students up here, please stand up. If your babies are here, please stand up. Thank you so much for your support. Not only for fine arts, but let me tell you how great music is alive in Houston County. In the year 2017, all of, I'm not talking about one or two, but every single one of our valedictorians and salutatorians from our 5 high schools are musicians and are well-versed in music literacy. So music teachers, you have sown your seeds well. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Our battle, our fight is not that we're worried about the letter A being in the acronym STEM. It doesn't bother us because we really know that music is science. If you talk about sound, you talk about science. Music is language arts. We can't know the words, and you're going to hear different languages today. Music, I don't have to tell you about the aesthetics of birds singing harmony, but I can just remind you that when you get ready to alphabetize something, I have a feeling you still sing the A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Music is alive and well in Houston County. Now today, my job was to introduce our conductor. She's a friend. I love her dearly. I can't talk about her because my true passion for her energy will show. I have admired and watched her career from Savannah's Children's Choir and some of the things that she's done across the state and in South Carolina, and I will get too emotional. So I chose some friends to help me. I'm not going to talk about her wonderful husband who works alongside her, Spencer, and her 2 dogs. I'm just not. Instead, I've invited some friends who have a bird's eye view just from today, what this honor choir means to them and what she has meant to them in just this short day of workshop. You can hear from Bryson and Abigail. So what do you all think about today?
She helped us understand the music, and she fixed it easily and kindly and helped us through the things that were kind of iffy and iffish. And she was really nice and kind and funny and sweet, and she's just a really nice person.
I love how she taught us in a fun way, and not just in a way how other, I don't know how to say it, but she taught us in a fun way, and she made us laugh, and it was really fun.
So, I know you didn't come to hear us talk. You came to hear some children sing. If you did, say, oh yeah. Oh yeah. Without any further hesitation, I present to you our conductor, my friend, and now our leader who taught us 3 things. What were they? You should see joy. Give it up, please, for Emmy Williams Birch.